So this camp has got the Florence Walnut wall and cabinet, and it's just a darker, richer brown wood look Wilson art material. And it's got our Autumn Carnival countertop. It also has the double sink that is stainless and just our regular kitchen faucet. But some things about this are all the material that we use is a real good plywood. Even our countertops is that plywood. And so there's some raw edges that we need to deal with. And so that's where you're gonna get some of this aluminum trim. And these guys went with the black aluminum so it blends in a little bit better with this dark wood. We could do a silver as well that's gonna give it a little more pop and stand out. And then we just take the CNC piece out of the cabinet and make the cabinet door. And so we wrap it with a wood trim, and we can stain that whatever color you'd like. That lets us use all the material. So these drawer faces, they are also just the cutout of that drawer hole wrapped with the wood trim. And then we take that same wood trim and do our baseboard. We can do our around the countertop as well to give you a little more decorative finish, or we can do the aluminum. And then we also run that same stained trim to cover the seams in the roof and to give it a little more decorative look. So this camp actually does not have a wood stove. They chose that. So this one, we also have a flip-up countertop for a little extra space. And you can see more of the regular countertop here and the wood trim. So there are different countertop materials that we can use and different ways we can do this. When we look at the way we build our standard camp, we want everything in it to be able to hold up to the way they are designed to be used, which is on-road, off-road, bumpy roads, spring, summer, winter, fall, everything. So they need to be able to move. We can put different things in here that you might find in your house, but you don't find your house moving much. It stays pretty solid in one spot. Where our camps are moving, they could go on dirt roads. They can go in the RV park just fine as well. But they are designed to be able to go anywhere your truck's gonna go and anywhere you want to camp. So they need to be able to hold up. We don't put any particle board or OSB in our camps. There are some countertops that have it, and they give you a nice bull-nosed or rounded countertop finish. We don't use that unless you want it, but we will explain to you how it will probably break apart over time as you're bouncing around. We do not want that. We want this to last you a lifetime. So the materials that we use are gonna do the very best that they can to stand up to that heavy use and a lifetime of use. So that's why you see our countertops the way that they are, and our cabinet doors and things like that the way they are. We can always change these things out for you, put in what you want, but water is something that we need to make sure it stands up to. OSB or particle board is not going to hold up to water. We don't want water getting to our wood surfaces, but it's going to, so we need to be able to handle that. And another thing is the heat and the cold. These can be very warm at times when you've got your wood stove burning, or if you're in 110-degree weather. And then it can also be very cold if you're using it late season or you've got it put away for the winter. You may have drastic changes in temperature, and so all of our material needs to be able to hold up to that as well. So that is why we build with the materials we use, and that you may not see a lot of household materials in here. Anything that can't hold up to the heat and cold contrast that you're going to get. Our floor is the same way. So we use a rolled sheet vinyl. So there are no seams in our floor. There's nothing for dirt to get into, nothing for water to get into, no seams to come apart. We roll out our vinyl flooring before anything is put in the camp. So all of the cabinetry and the bed system, all of that is built on top of the vinyl flooring. We can put a more decorative floor in the walkways and the places that you see, but we will still put this vinyl down so that you have a good water barrier. It won't pull apart and let water into the subfloor, and it won't let dirt and different things like that get into the seams to push them apart. So some of the reasons why we use what we use and we build what we build, but it is your camp. You have the option to put in it what you want. We will talk to you about what you want in your camp, see if we can see any issues that might arise from it and let you know of that, but let you make that final decision and put in your camp what you want.